Welcome back to another episode of I'm picking this guy, but I'm betting on this guy. And I am the guy who will be betting on this guy. I'm here to talk about Val Woodburn making his debut on very short notice, stepping up to fight Bo Nickal. And let me say credit to both these guys, because it takes balls, even though Val's got nothing to lose really. He's either the guy that beat Bo Nickal or the guy that lost to Bo Nickal. And he's going to get another shot in the UFC. But still takes balls to step up and actually fight Bo Nickal. And for Bo Nickal, he's always going to have a lot to lose. So take it on anybody fresh. It takes balls. But here, this is his real first curveball as a pro fighter. His real first curveball. Getting a new fight on a few days' notice. And despite it being against a guy he's 1,000,000 to 1 favorite to beat, it's still a high-profile fight, the pay-per-view main card opener, and Bo Nickal didn't know this guy existed until yesterday, so it takes balls. Bo, though, it's not like I think all this shit's going to affect him too much. He's a guy that's a competitor at the highest level, and he is just, on mindset alone, he's got a distinct advantage over probably anybody that's getting into MMA. Bo Nickal, he's 4-0 as a pro, 2-0 as an amateur, steamrolled every single one of them. He's got the best wrestling in the sport. That kind of helps. But despite the wrestling, he's shown to have some nice other skills developing as well, particularly his submission skills. That's where he's gotten most of his wins, but he's still got 2 knockouts. One as a pro, one as an amateur, which shows power. But on the ground, he's really developing some nice submission chops. He already got Jamie Pickett out of there, which Jamie Pickett, I think he's done in the UFC. I don't even know if he's still around, but he is a guy that won in the UFC. Had a record of almost 20 fights, won 2/3 of them, and a few of them in the UFC. That's a very impressive victory in your 4th professional fight. And I know Bo didn't steamroll him like he did to everybody else in under a minute, but he still pretty much steamrolled him. Jamie Pickett didn't have one successful moment there. He did prolong the finish, I suppose, but that's it. And the takedown, too. But, Bo got a finish in, I think, under half a round. So that's the worst it got with him so far. I do want to see it get bad for him, though. In this fight or any other fight, and it's not to say I want to see Bo Nickal lose, even though I'm betting against him in every fight until he does lose. But it's because I just want to see him develop as a fighter. I want to see him eat the body shot, eat the leg kick, the shit that fucks you up. And, you got to just be in there and feel it to appreciate it. I want to see him break his hand and have to deal with that. And this shit's all a-coming. It is a-coming. But I don't know if it's a-coming in this fight. Because Val Woodburn, he's a limited fighter. He's a limited fighter for sure. I don't think, even though he's got a prettier record than Tresean Gore and one extra fight, I believe, he's not the test that Tresean Gore would have been. That was kind of an exciting matchup. But Val, he's still got power, definite power, knockout power, and he's pretty difficult to take down. He is 7-0 as a pro. I saw a bunch of his amateur fights as well. I believe he lost one that I wasn't able to see against this guy Clayton or Clay. But every fight I've seen of his, he's won. I think I've seen just about every fight that's on YouTube. And most, if not all, of his career is on YouTube. Most of his career. I wasn't able to see the loss as an amateur. But the guy's got a ton of fights on YouTube. I've seen just about every one of them. And I've got to say, despite most of them ending in a finish, they're all, a lot of them are clinch fests. Whether he's the one striking his way into the clinch or his opponent is, they're all clinch fests. But he outlasts his opponent. He survives. He's difficult, really difficult to take down. And if he can take you down, he will. That's plan A every single time. He wants to strike his way in, rip you to the mat, and finish you. And he's done that to multiple guys. But the guys he's not able to do it to, they end up in the clinch. And even from there, Val Woodburn is a guy who doesn't get overwhelmed by the pressure and the leverage and the fact that he's not able to dominate his opponent. And he has survived and outlasted everybody that I've seen him fight. Knocked out 5 of the opponents, and I think they're all like clean knockouts. He knocked this one guy out through the guard on the ground. The guy was shelling up, looking for the ref to stop it, And Val had a few seconds to pound on him and ended up getting him unconscious, which just is a testament to his power. But on the feet, yeah, the guy can crack, definitely. He's, not the fastest guy, but he will charge at you. He will charge at you and take away your distance and throw in combinations, like a very slow, short Vitor Belfort. No, he's definitely nowhere near the prowess of Vitor Belfort, but he's got that power that can definitely produce a one-shot knockout. But his last 2 wins, actually the only 2 fights in which he didn't finish his opponents, they are against guys that have solid records over in Brazil. 2 Brazilian fighters that are total journeymen, but winning journeymen with 2-1 records. One guy had a 17-9 record, the other guy had a 31-17 record. So despite them fighting dog shit competition, most of the time they're beating up the dog shit. But in those 2 fights, Val was outworking them and outlasting them and performing very well. Again, handling guys that have dealt with it all at the very least, even if it wasn't at a high level. And those are solid wins for Val Woodburn, even if they aren't so impressive. But here he's up against it, against Bo Nickal. I think if I had to imagine a path to victory for him, it would be him being difficult to take down, being a bowling ball. Short, stocky guys are difficult to take down. So he would thwart takedowns from Bo Nickal and crack him. I think he could crack him in round 1 or somehow survive round 1, even defend takedowns well, making it a clinch battle and just being a little bowling ball, and wear Bo out and crack him in the second round. But that's pretty much it. A first round or second round clean knockout. And there's a very slim chance there. Bo Nickal should destroy him. He should destroy him. He should rip him to the mat and beat the shit out of him or choke him out in round 1. And that is my prediction. I've got Bo winning like that, but I'm not betting on it. The bet will be on Val Woodburn plus 900 and knockout round 1 and round 2. I'll throw a sprinkle at 1,000,000 to 1 or whatever. I don't know. I wish I wrote it down. I just looked at them before. They just released the prop bets. But, oh no, they didn't for this fight. They released the prop bets for the other fight there. Jack Della Maddalena versus Josiah, whatever the fuck. But anyway, yeah, I've got Bo Nickal winning this fight first round, and I will be betting on Val Woodburn because, fuck it, I'll be betting against Bo in every fight of his until he does lose. Like, share, subscribe, all that horseshit. Check out my other videos.